Antonette from Smart Needle. Welcome to my channel and welcome back to the So Delicious Recipe Box series. Card designed as a puffy embroidery project with beautiful blanket applique and contour details. The ingredients are stitched on the front of the card and the preparation is stitched on the back, making this a fun and functional double-sided design. With 4 hoop sizes included, this recipe card can be used in many ways. Perfectly sized for the So Delicious recipe box or as a mug rug, table topper, pot holder, trivet. Let's take a closer look at the design and start stitching this month's So Delicious recipe card together. Very important, in these instructions you'll see how I made the January recipe card, and the steps are exactly the same for all the recipe cards through the year. That's why I didn't record a separate video for February. Just follow this same video when making your February recipe card. Okay, let's get started. Start by hooping 1 layer of tearaway stabilizer and then run the first spool color over the stabilizer. Please remember that all my embroidery designs can be stitched on a single needle embroidery machine or a multi-needle embroidery machine. Now let's prepare the applique fabrics for both sides of the recipe card. These recipe cards requires 2 hooping, so we can stitch the front and back embroidery details separately. You'll need 2 pattern fabrics of your choice and 2 light color fabrics for the recipe text. Just make sure all of your fabrics are large enough to fully cover the applique guidelines. Next, we'll add heat and bond to 3 of these fabrics, both light color fabrics and 1 of the pattern fabrics. That heat and bond back pattern fabric will be used for the preparation side, which is the back of the recipe card. We're going to start by stitching the back side of the card first, so we can later use that finished back applique when we move to the stitching the front of the recipe card. Now we're going to cover the applique guideline with the pattern fabric that have heat and bond in it. Before laying it down, make sure you remove the paper backing. Keep running your machine for the next spool color. This step will stitch the tack down, which attaches the heat and bond pattern fabric to the project. At the same time, this stitch also serves as the guideline for the next light color heat and bond applique fabric. Now we're going to lay down 1 of the heat and bond light colors applique fabric. Just make sure you remove the paper backing. Keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the light color heat and bond applique fabric to the project. After the tack down line is done, we're going to trim all around it. Keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the 2 lower corners applique guidelines as the video shows. Now we're going to cover those 2 guidelines with a piece of pattern fabric of your choice. In my case, I use the same applique fabric that we used at the beginning. Just make sure those pieces have heat and bond in it. Then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach those little fabrics to the project. After both tack downs are done, we're going to trim all around it. Then keep running your embroidery machine for the following spool color. It will start doing the blanket applique stitch all around the edges of the applique fabrics. Keep running your machine through the next 3 spool colors. This step will stitch the title embroidery details, the preparation text, and a few snowflakes embroidery accents. Okay, the back of our recipe card is done. That was fast. Go ahead and unhook your project and gently tear away the stabilizer, just as I'm showing you in the video, and then set aside for now. Next, hoop 1 layer of tear away stabilizer again so we can work on the front side of the recipe card. Open the second recipe card embroidery file and then run the first spool color directly onto the stabilizer. Now we are going to cover the whole guideline with 1 or 2 pieces of cotton batting. If you are doing the biggest card, I will recommend 2 pieces of cotton batting. If you are doing the smallest size, I will recommend 1 layer of cotton batting. Then keep running your embroidery machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the cotton batting to the project. After the tack down line is all done, we're going to trim the cotton batting all around it. Now that the cotton batting has been trimmed, we're going to cover the whole area with the other piece of pattern fabric of your choice. Remember, this is the piece of fabric that do not have heat and bond. And then keep running your embroidery machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the pattern fabric to the project. Keep running your machine for the second applique guideline as the video shows. After the guideline is all done, we're going to cover it with the other piece of light color fabric that has the heat and bond. Just remember to remove the paper backing before laying it down. Then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach the light color fabric to the project. After the tack down line has been done, we're going to trim all around it. Keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the 2 lower corners applique guidelines as the video shows. Now we're going to cover those 2 guidelines with a piece of pattern fabric of your choice. In my case, I use the same applique fabric that we used at the beginning. Just make sure those pieces have heat and bond in it. Then keep running your machine for the following spool color. It will do the tack down stitch to attach those little fabrics to the project. After both tack downs are done, we're going to trim all around it. Then keep running your embroidery machine for the following spool color. It will start doing the blanket applique stitch all around the edges of the applique fabrics. Now keep running your machine through the next 7 color changes. This step will stitch the title embroidery, the recipe text, the snowflakes and cookies details, just as I'm showing you in the video. After all the embroidery details has finished, take the first hooping we already completed and laying it down with the wrong side facing up. Then align the corners of the light color fabrics so they match perfectly. This alignment is important since these 2 light fabrics are where the recipe text appear on both sides of the card. Then keep running your machine for the last spool color. This step will stitch the tack down, attaching both sides of the recipe card together. It will leave an opening at the bottom of the card so you can turn the entire project inside out. Unhook your project and carefully trim all the way around the tack down stitch, leaving about 1/4 inch seam allowance. At the opening, leave the fabric a little longer so you'll have enough to tuck in neatly inside when you turn the entire project right side out. Turn your project right side out and take a moment to shape the corners really well so the card gets a nice, clean, beautiful shape. Then tuck the fabric neatly into the opening and press the entire card front and back with your iron so the heat and bond adhere and hold everything together. Finally, close the opening by hand or with your sewing machine, whichever you prefer. Now it is time to put our February recipe card inside the recipe box. How exciting! Look at how puffy and beautiful it is with that wonderful craftsmanship feel when you touch it. And when you bake this recipe, please remember me and send me one of those cookies. They are absolutely delicious. And honestly, I can't wait for the next month recipe. You are going to love that one. Coming pretty soon. Another delicious project is on the way, and when you bake these cookies, please don't forget to send me some. If you enjoyed this video and this year-long sew along, please give it a thumbs up. It truly helps the Smart Needle channel and allows me to keep creating beautiful embroidery projects for all of you to enjoy. Stay cozy, stitch a lot, be creative, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.